The document posits the following principles. CCBS is a national organization united by a common commitment to struggle for democracy and socialism. We embody the legacy of struggles for democracy led by the working class and by racially and nationally oppressed people. Our membership is empowered to determine the policies, activities, and leadership of our organization. Every member is entitled to full participation in every area, in every aspect. We are democratic and transparent. We have full disclosure of all aspects of our organization. Marxism provides CCBS with, and I quote, the scientific and philosophical basis for collective conscious development. We draw upon Marxism not as revealed truth, quote unquote, but as a guide to understanding the dynamics of historical development and change. We have no theoretical test for membership, only a willingness to study, explore, debate, and act with reference to the principles of human liberation exemplified by the works of Marxism. Our study explores the meaning of Marx's view of class struggle at the core of history and the working class as the essential agent of social transformation. We do not reject pluralism. However, we say we are pluralists within the framework of the working class partisanship embodied in Marxism. We stress the struggle for equality, drawing from Marxist theory and practice developed in movements for national liberation. Thus, our study embraces many global currents and varieties of experience. We seek to promote dialogue, correspondence between generations. Marxism is not static. It is always evolving with changing times. It is understood and acted upon by different generations in different ways. We seek to understand and convey the history of all oppressed people as central to the struggle for the liberation of all. We are committed to the leadership of people of color and of women. We advance an inseparable program of socialist education and democratic action. As a socialist organization, we engage in theoretical and educational work to explore the road to socialism. Socialist education is an essential element of our program. In democratic action, we engage in mass campaigns for peace, justice, and economic security. At the core of this engagement is our determination to build and unite the progressive majority. CCDS extends its hand to all who share a commitment to the working majority and to forging the broadest movement for social transformation. In political struggle, we are electoral and non-electoral, favoring a full range of tactics, education, lobbying, mass action, civil disobedience, etc., without favoring any particular tactic. We are, oh, thank you. Getting more less than 2 minutes. Okay. We offer a realignment of nation's politics, recognizing that the two parties of capitalism are not and cannot be agents of qualitative change. We recognize that such realignment can only be achieved through mass movements and mass struggles. Socialists have to participate in those currents, influencing, organizing, working for change in electoral laws to accommodate new parties, forging relationships inside and outside the two parties. Regarding the organization of the concept of building a specific party, I quote Randy Shannon from one of his comments in the discussion that took place on the discussion web, in which he said, "We are more focused on raising class and socialist consciousness so that the outcome of concrete struggles in the coming period answer the question of the forms of political independence," unquote. And I think think that's a very profound comment. We ask support for the basic thrust of this document, recognizing two facts. One, we will continue to develop and refine the document so that it may be more effective as an expression of our outlook and values and as a means of advancing education. The document was never meant to be a manifesto or a call to arms. It was never, as one person indicated in one of the criticisms, it was not meant to be an appeal to the emotions of the working masses, because I think there's an unintended implication that the working masses can think for itself and absorb the thoughts embodied in this particular document. It was intended as a basic statement of our goals and principles, and as an essential, as a reflection of our essential political and cultural values. We will be developing a punchy, brief brochure summarizing the main elements of the larger document, which would then be intended for mass distribution. So we will ask for this convention to endorse the general thrust of this statement, recognizing that it is not yet complete, it is not perfect, it probably will never become absolutely perfect, it will never satisfy everybody, but to accept it as a general vision and a way to move forward and to build this organization, to extend our influence and to assist in developing this broad progressive movement and this great movement for social transformation. Thank you very much.